Hey y'all, I'm trying to get my screen right. Um, Make sure you guys hit the like button as you come in. Um, hey Q, hey Trisha, what's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Um, I do have a public service announcement I do want to do. It's y'all know it's always in my heart to do the right things and support our black community and y'all know I've been supporting Takia Beverly, and I do want to hold on. Hey Angie, how you doing? I do want to give you guys a public service announcement on this, and hopefully um I may not do it any kind of justice, but I do want to let you guys know that currently Takia is hey Reese Cup, how you doing? Hey everybody. First of all, before I do my public service announcement and try to help someone, I do want to ask everybody, how's everybody doing? How has everybody weekend been? Y'all, I know I ain't been live since Friday, but I was gonna go live yesterday, but I didn't feel like it, to be honest. And I just was a little bit on the tired side. So I decided to go ahead. Hey Miss Sheila, how you doing? How you doing, Miss Sheila? Um Welcome everybody, honey. We got a lot to discuss, and a little time to get there because I was planning on not staying on here no more than an hour. So I do want to make sure everybody is welcome and everybody is feeling well. Good, Trisha. Happy birthday, y'all. Let's give a happy birthday shout out to Trisha's daughter. Trisha's daughter's birthday is on today. Trisha is one of our favorite mods, one of my favorite mods. And so I want to say happy birthday to Trisha's daughter. I know her name, but I don't know if Trisha will want me to say her name. So I just want to say, if she's listening, happy birthday to Trisha's daughter. Hey, the McCray Kings, how y'all doing today? Um, Reese Cup, you're tired and ain't playing, but blessed. That's what matter, honey. As long as you know you're blessed, that pain will go away. Um, but just give me a one moment here, guys. I'm gonna drop a link in the chat, guys. We're gonna be doing some supporting. Y'all know, not only am I doing a giveaway, but y'all, I'm gonna have to extend my giveaway to the week of Christmas. Um, some situations has came up and I need to take care of those things, and I want to support, and I also want to get you guys support. I don't know what's up with my background. This is off today, but Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Anyway, let's see here. Um so guys, to y'all know that I have been following this stories from this young woman. Her name is Takia Beverly. She recently she was released from prison, granted a new trial due to jury misconduct, and she is currently seeking to be exonerated because she was railroaded, wasn't given a fair trial. And so today she has came out and she has wanted to uh get a little assistance with uh you know uh getting help with her lawyer fees, because having a lawyer when you're fighting for your freedom, it can be a lot. And so guys, I may have a small platform, but if you guys can do anything, this is what I want you guys to do. Okay, Angie, if you do, that's okay. But if you guys can't do anything for me, if y'all want to do anything for me, because I know she's innocent, I want y'all to go to I Stand with Kia. I want you guys to go. I'm gonna share her Facebook page. I may be asking too much, but hopefully I'm not asking for too much. I want you guys to go to that page. I want you guys to that fundraiser. She's has a limit that she wants to draw to raise. And I want you guys, if you can, if you're in the giving spirit, to give to that fundraiser, because she does need support, and there's nothing wrong with giving when you're giving it for the right reasons. And you know what I'm saying, God will bless you tremendously. I know some people, well, I'm already blessed, but guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with getting a little more extra blessing. You're blessing someone else, just being a blessing to someone. I don't have to have the recognition, because I know God gonna give me the blessings anyway. So if you guys can do anything else, if you can't even give, go to I Stand with Kia and share her story, share her page, share that fundraising link, so we can get the message out, so she can have what she needs. No mother should be facing this knowing that she's innocent and could possibly be away from her children. So I do want to make sure that I say that I will be placing this link in the chat every day, because you never know who's watching, you never know who's listening. And if you can't give nothing but $1, she'd be appreciative of that. I know she would. So if you want to even support Takia, even by buying a shirt, go buy a shirt. She has the shirt I be wearing, honey, I represent. So I want you guys to click that link. I want you guys to follow her page. I want you to share her link, and get the message out that this young lady deserves to be free. This young lady deserves to be at home with her children, and she deserves to be exonerated. And if we can assist her in any kind of way to help get her towards her exoneration, let's help her. Because not because, oh, I want the glory. It's because it's the right thing to do. It ain't all about the glory and the shine. It's just doing the right things. If we do the right things, right will follow. That's just the way I look at it. Even though we may not always get some kind of financial blessing for blessing other people, but your spirit will be blessed. And sometimes with me just doing the good deeds, it blesses my spirit. And it lets me know that God, I know you working through me to be a blessing to someone else. And it feels good to know that I have blessed someone, and I ain't asked for nothing in return. I'm just blessing them because I know that's what God wants us to do, especially when you're innocent. So that is the link, guys. I'm gonna pin that. Hold on just a minute. I'm gonna pin that in the chat, y'all. And just allow me a moment here. But I do want you guys to go follow Takia. I Stand with Kia. And I want you guys to follow the page. I want you to share it out. Share out the post that I am posting. And if you want to give a support and give some kind of financial support just because you believe in her innocence, please do it. Time is now. Time is prevalent. No problem, Miss Sheila. That's what that's just me. That just didn't mean to do that. Just allow me a moment, y'all. Okay, guys. So let me go on my Facebook page, guys, and hold on just a minute. I can't pin it, but that's okay. You're welcome. So, guys, today, I did want to come on here, and we're going to take a message. I mean, we're gonna talk about the school shooting in Oxford High School. Um, it is in Michigan. Um, this like my thing is it should have never happened, and the school response is very telling. The parents are very stupid. Um, trying to be more of his friends. Seemed like his parents wanted him to shoot up the school because I have found a interview like their dad has an extra son, and the baby mama had too much nice to say about the father or her or the son. They, from what she said, everybody need to go to jail. Yeah, I found that interview, and it just 4 people have lost their life to someone that says that they are innocent. She said that crazy as hell. um, but we're gonna listen to some of this, guys, and I truly want you guys' opinion on this. I will drop the link if you guys want to come on here and say whatever you want to say. To me, is like we're gonna start from the beginning, and then we're gonna work our way till today. Now, as you know, this young man, um, his name is Ethan Crumley. He shot, just opened fire. Y'all, this is the crazy thing about it. They said that he just, this is sad. He just came out the bathroom busting and going straight for a kid's head. He was being very lethal. And that's the crazy part about this. He wanted everybody to die. He wanted to kill as many people as he could. And he was aiming for everybody's head. Because if you shoot somebody in the head, you ain't likely to live. You know what I'm saying? So he shot, like, that is crazy. That is crazy. And we're going to listen. And then for his parents to just go along with it, like, I'm glad that they went to jail for manslaughter. Because they had no right. This is my thing. They had no right in buying a child a gun. And then he takes it to the school and shoot up the place. And you think, and then y'all talking about y'all wasn't running from the law? What y'all was doing then? If you was hiding in someone else's place or whatever, like 4 people have lost their lives and some was injured. Well, just because you being left at home alone does not make you a serial killer. I'm just gonna keep it real. It does not make you a serial killer just because you make the decision to open fire at the high school. And then they're saying that he's saying that he's innocent. What are you innocent of? Because if you have taken somebody's life, you're not innocent. You are not innocent. I guess you're gonna plead the I guess you're gonna plead I was being bullied. But from what I understand, the teachers were saying that, hey, this young man was like, it was that Tuesday. They said that he was drawing pictures of the gun, no, of a gun or a bullet. And they had kind of questioned and went to the office about it. They did nothing. Then the next day, the day of the shooting, an hour or two before that, they seen a teacher saw him drawing a picture of a gun, the bullets, him shooting at a kid, saying, I'm still thinking about this. I can't stop this. Thinking about killing people, basically. And they called him to the office, asked the parents to remove him from the school, and they wouldn't do it. And then guess what? An hour later, he's shooting up the damn school. Right. It's ridiculous. It's sad. And you know what I'm saying? I don't care. This is not possibly could be right for you to, yeah. If you want to take somebody's, like, I ain't never, trust me, y'all, like, I am never going to be my kids' friends like that. Jamel and Jayla, I have fun with them. We play, go to movies. We do things together, but it is a limit to be. It's you're supposed to be your child's disciplinary person, and not your child friend. Like, oh yeah, we went to the gun range and we shot the guns. Okay, that's one thing, but going to the gun range and shooting a gun, this ain't no Kyle Rittenhouse kind of situation, child. It ain't. It's not a Kyle Rittenhouse situation. So don't even try to play this. Like, you done took 4 of your peers' life, and you planned it, because the day before you was already drawing pictures, getting your mind framework, texting your mom and dad about the gun, saying how proud you guys were of the gun or whatever. And for you to say that you are innocent, child, please, you're guilty. Your mom and daddy is guilty, because, and I know a lot of people is like, well, we have the right to bear arms. Yes, you have to bear arms to, yes, to protect yourself. That's why I hate about the NRA and these people that believe in carrying a gun and stuff like that. It's a way to carry a gun. Yes, you're supposed to carry the gun to bear arms, to protect yourself, but not like this. Not for a 16-year-old child. Exactly, they do. I guess because, I guess they said, well, he may just be going through something. He's not a kid. He's not a kid that has a lot of trouble. So, we're going to, but the school is in under fire for their response. Y'all don't know that, but the school today came out that the school is under fire for their response to this school shooting. It's not cool for parents to buy kids weapons. It's not, to me, it's not cool, because things like this will happen. I understand you buy the, you know what I'm saying, you know how to proactively show your child how to shoot a gun if you're in a situation. But there is a way, like, to safely and properly use a gun. And the way, and what I'm saying with that is, what do a 16-year-old need with a gun at the school? And answer that question. Exactly, Q. Like, I don't get it. I'm gonna pull up some information here, guys. Just allow me a moment here. But what I don't get is, what parent gonna buy their, like, only time that I know of when I was younger of my peers having guns when they're going deer hunting or something. If your child going deer hunting with you, to safely and properly teach them how to use the gun, but just to go open fire on people, no, 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 I don't even. Right. You know what I'm saying? The only time I can think of a 16-year-old needing a gun is like when you're going hunting, not hunting, but hunting. When you're going hunting, like for deer, rabbits, or, you know what I'm saying, like, or something like that. But exactly, that's the only time. And like other than that, I don't really see a reason. I really don't. And and if you're listening and you are a gun owner, please properly put your gun in a safe place. Please have it. Please have it in an area. Yeah, let's have it in a safe area, like in a safe or in locked up somewhere. Don't have it up in your car, in your glove compartment where your child can easily access it. Don't have it just laying around for a child to easily access it, like it's just a toy gun. Because you have those kids like my child that'll easily just play with a gun, and it'll go off, and then something will happen. That's why you can't leave guns and things like that hanging around. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Miss Sheila. Like y'all, let me just find what I'm looking for. We're gonna go down through it. We're just gonna listen to some things because the parents, the parents are the worst of the worst. So let's listen.
Someone
Hold on,
tried to
y'all.
panic.
Hold on. Because I found a lot of stuff. So let's listen to this, what this says here about the school meetings and stuff. I'm not gonna pull up everything. We're just gonna listen to it. Just listen.
There have been serious questions about what happened in the hours leading up to the Oxford High School shooting. Many of those questions remained unanswered until now. Only 7 Action News has confirmed there were 2 meetings between school officials and the 15-year-old sophomore charged, Ethan Crumbley. One meeting was on Monday, the second on Tuesday morning, and that one involved Crumbley's parents. That was just hours before 10 students and a teacher were shot, 4 students killed. 7 Action News reporter Jim Kurtzner talked exclusively with the Oakland County Sheriff about the investigation and has more on these critical moments. Jim?
Carolyn, so many people inside Oxford High School saying they can't sleep. They want answers. They're not getting them. They are relying on us, and the sheriff agreed to talk with us. He says school officials are cooperating fully now. He says he knows who were inside those 2 critical meetings. He knows what was discussed. His liaison officer inside that high school was not included.
What?
Were there warning signs that were made aware to school officials that perhaps someone missed?
Obviously, this is all part of the investigation and is part of our evidence and our process now because we've transferred over into the prosecution side. So I can't get into specific evidentiary issues because we certainly don't want to jeopardize prosecution. In hindsight, where we all have 20/20 vision, do I wish we would have been drawn into this information prior? Absolutely.
The sheriff has revealed school surveillance video shows Ethan Crumbley walked into a bathroom with a backpack, came out without it, and opened fire with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. After that meeting that morning, he was returned to class. Is that your understanding?
Correct.
And anybody search a backpack, which theoretically he could have been carrying the gun at that time, correct?
To my knowledge, no.
But he could have had the gun with him this whole time.
Could have.
Yesterday, we saw Crumbley's parents, Jennifer and James, on the Zoom during their son's arraignment in court. They told their son not to cooperate after he was arrested, and he hasn't. And they have not cooperated. They were in that meeting at the school with their son Tuesday morning. Were the parents given any instructions on how to proceed after that meeting?
I can't get into what was said or done in that meeting for evidentiary reasons, but there was discussions.
The sheriff has been consistently saying his team had no warning signs prior to the shooting, including from school officials. You've told the community, if you see something, say something. Did school officials do that?
Well, again, in hindsight, now that we know all that we know, certainly we wish we would have been brought into that meeting or informed of that meeting.
Now, the sheriff says he has told school officials they are free to discuss this while he can't, and the people inside the school say they have a lot more questions, including the critical one: who made the decision to allow Ethan Crumbley to return back to class just a couple of hours before this terrible tragedy. We're going to stay on this, of course. Reporting.
Okay, so that is the number. Who allowed him? Only person that would, because one thing about it, I have worked in a school system, and I'm gonna be real. Usually, now I know that the school system that I used to work for, we have security officers. If there's any signs of a hearing of someone with a gun, usually what they do is they take all the kids out the classroom, tell you to leave your backpacks. And what'll end up happening is they'll search it. They'll call a real officer, to come and check out all those backpacks, or the security officer will check the backpacks and see if someone had the backpacks. Usually in a meeting, I'm gonna be real, and anybody that works at the school system know whose decision it is for a child to stay or go. The head honcho is the principal gonna be in the meeting, the assistant principal gonna be in the meeting, the parents, the counselor, and they may have the superintendent on the call. But 9 times out of 10, the head honcho, who is responsible for the school, the principal, is going to be the one that gives the yay or nay for a child to stay. And if he didn't check that backpack or get security to check that backpack, that lies on the principal, that lies on the assistant principal, really lies on the principal and the security guard. Because who doesn't have a SRO cop in their school? Who doesn't have security officers in their school? Everyone has them. And that's the main reason why they have them. Because of instances like this. So it seems like it, because the parents telling the son not to comply. You telling your child not to comply, and that's why he's being charged as an adult. And he deserves it. You done killed 4 people. Yeah, you need to be charged as an adult. And that's sad that you didn't. Because the fact that he didn't, they probably say, oh, it's just a phase. Sometimes a phase is a warning. And so you need to take, like I said, it's a warning for destruction. When he was drawing on that paper, talking about help me, I can't stop thinking about it. That was a warning. And if the teachers did their part, it's the head honchos. That means the principal, the ones that get over the pay rate of the teachers. The teachers don't get paid that much. I'm telling you now. Teachers don't get paid as much as the principals and the superintendents. I'm going to say that. I know mostly on my area schools do. He was already at school, Christine. They let him they let him go back inside the classroom. I don't know, like here in Mississippi, like they got scared after the Columbine child, the first school shooting in Columbine, child, they started getting security officers. I know here that yes, but the parents didn't care because guess what? They probably upheld his wrongdoings. Let's just be honest. But let me see here a little bit further. Hold on, y'all. Let me let y'all listen to this. Okay. So okay, y'all, this is something else.
And late tonight, the Oakland County prosecutor revealing potential new developments in the investigation.
There's an additional piece of evidence that hasn't been released yet.
A lot of new information coming out today about the teenage suspect and the 2 encounters he had with school leaders the day before and the day of the shooting.
Sadly, earlier today, a 4th victim lost his life. Mara McDonald live tonight outside the Oakland County Jail. Mara, we are learning a lot about these warnings.
Hold on, y'all.
Evidence that hasn't been released yet.
A lot of new information coming out today about the teenage suspect and the two encounters he had with school leaders the day before and the day of the shooting.
Sadly, earlier today, a fourth victim lost his life. Mara McDonald live tonight outside the Oakland County Jail. Mara, we are learning a lot about these warning signs that seem to lead up to the shooting.
Devin, that's right, including that this suspected shooter's in-classroom behavior had become so alarming, his parents were called down to the school the day of the shooting for a conference with administrators. And investigators are saying, from what they have discovered, this was not a spur-of-the-moment decision. Madison, Tate, Hannah, and today, Justin, all dead after a 15-year-old student at Oxford High went on a rampage yesterday, with 7 others, including a teacher, wounded.
Sir, do you understand all the charges against you?
Yes, I do.
Ethan Crumbly was charged with 24 counts, including terrorism and first-degree murder in a crime the prosecutor says was no spur-of-the-moment decision.
Judge, a preliminary review of the defendant's social media accounts, his cell phone, as well as other document evidence recovered on scene, showed that this defendant planned the shooting. He deliberately brought the handgun that day with the intent to murder as many students as he could.
The accused shooter's behavior had raised red flags before yesterday.
We have since learned that the schools did have contact with the student the day before and the day of the shooting.
Yesterday, before the shooting, that 15-year-old's parents were brought to school for a face-to-face meeting with school administrators over his classroom behavior. Just under 3 hours later, school cameras recorded him.
And what's depicted on that video, honestly, Judge, I don't have the words to describe how horrific that was.
The accused shooter seen coming out of a bathroom and firing, aiming for students' heads with a gun his father bought last Friday. His parents, who briefly appeared during his arraignment, are also facing potential charges.
With the right of owning a gun comes responsibility.
Right.
And the responsibility of a gun owner is to securely store that weapon and to keep it out of the hands of somebody who could kill people. And in this case, that does not seem to have happened.
Prosecutor McDonald says she's limited with what she can share at this point, but did say this late tonight.
There's an additional piece of evidence that hasn't been released yet, but I can assure you it was troubling, it was disturbing, and unfortunately, he was allowed to go back to class.
Wow.
Back here live, that 15-year-old is being charged as an adult in this case. He has since been moved here to the Oakland County Jail. The judge said no bond, and his attorney entered a not guilty plea for him. We are at the Oakland County Jail tonight. I'm Mara McDonald.
Okay.
Now, as we wait for James and Jennifer.
All right, guys. So, so, you know, yeah. So for him, it's ridiculous. And his parents, like Friday, they were saying that they was looking into arresting his parents for manslaughter because they bought the gun. They knew what he was planning. And I'm glad to. They knew their child was capable. They did. Well, basically, that's why they're charging them with manslaughter. Like Friday, they went and tried to. They wanted to arrest them for manslaughter. So what they did was they put out an arrest warrant, and they ended up coming up missing, child. And we're gonna talk about that. Like, if you already have detained a lawyer, and then you go up and miss, and then you start, y'all, you know that if you have a cell phone, these people are the worst criminals, Lord have mercy. The worst. Hey, James Guy. Right. How you gonna report the gun missing? You know your damn son had it. That's all I'm gonna say. How you go? Anyway, anyway, they was trying to find a way to cop out. But anyway, yeah, the parents have been charged. Exactly, like how you go, like they ain't gonna recognize that, you know, they're going to check your banks, they're going to your cell phone, you know, the pings. That's why they have the towers to see where your phones are located. And so Risa comes and blame it on the alcohol, child, blame it on something. Cause child, and then you know what I'm saying, then you're going to get, now I don't know, but this is some kind of recording artist in Michigan. They seek refuge over his home and they found him, and he looking to get into trouble too because of the fact that he was harboring some fugitives, child. Yeah. And then he had to detain him a lot because dealing with these fugitives. Look, fuse the foods. Child, it's a lot. Right, Edward. Like, I swear to God, we're gonna listen to this because, like, the parents, yeah, they should. They deserve to go sit in jail too. Yeah. Like, they was considered a fugitive. It says here, let me look here. Because ain't no way I'm gonna let you in my house knowing that you a fugitive. Then this he say that he didn't know that they were running from the police. But the crazy thing about it, Friday their name was ringing on the news all day. Their names was ringing in the news all day. Dog child, they had. Why didn't they go to Canada? Not smart. They were gonna leave their son high and dry to take all them charges, knowing that they bought their gun. That's the crazy part about it. So, it says here that the prosecutor filed involuntary manslaughter charges Friday against the parents of the 15-year-old, and James and Jennifer, that's what their name, Crumbly, were charged with 4 counts of each of involuntary manslaughter. It says here that this was a semi-automatic gun that was used in the shooting, and it was purchased legally by the father the week before. And it says here, the prosecutor said the parents were the only individual in the position to know the assets of 2 weapons. He says the gun seems to have been freely available to that individual. And she said the parents' actions went far beyond negligence, so they knew. It says here that Ethan, his crimes are murder, attempted murder, and terrorism. So, child, he ain't getting that. It says here the prosecutor always said also the parents were the only individual in the position to know the assets of the weapons, and that they were very negligent. It says here that that there are other individuals who should be held accountable. So they had charged them Friday with involuntary manslaughter. It says here that McDonald said information about what troubled the school will most likely come to the light soon. Says here that he stayed in school Tuesday and later emerged into a bathroom. It says here that the prosecutor said, I can't get to a space right now to blame anybody who worked at that school. Should there have been different decisions made? Yes. No, she said should there be a different decision made? She said when asked about keeping the teen in school, probably they will come to that conclusion. Again, I have not seen anything that would make me think that there's criminal culpability. It's a terrible, terrible tragedy. But so they went ahead and detained themselves a lawyer, child. Yes, they did. They went ahead and detained them a lawyer. The parents did. And we're going to listen to. So this is what this woman who has a son with Ethan Crumbley's father describes their relationship. I'm gonna pull that up so y'all can hear that. Lord have mercy. I just really want to let y'all hear what she had to say. I'm gonna drop the link as well, guys. If you want to come on here and say anything or how you feel about this situation, there is the link. I'm gonna play that now. Let me know if you can hear or not hear. Oh, hold on. Stop the screen. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what happened.
So this is what you say. This is what your mama said.
No. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right, y'all. I got you. It's acting crazy. This was acting crazy, so now it's time for me to. All right, y'all. So here it is right here. This is the woman, a lady that has a son by Ethan Crumbley's father. She has something to say.
To be placed under arrest. We are speaking to a Florida woman who says she knows them quite well. She is telling 7 Action News that the Crumbleys, along with their son Ethan, deserve maximum punishments for any and all of their roles in the tragedy at Oxford High School. 7 Action News reporter Kimberly Craig has more on what she had to say.
We're learning more about James and Jennifer Crumbley from a woman who has an 18-year-old son with him. Michelle Cobb says he left them strapped for cash and struggling to make ends meet.
He's a piece of he really is. The whole time of my son growing, my son is 18 years old now. And I cried the moment he turned 18 because I thought all of this hell is over as far as dealing with my son's father.
And the father of her 18-year-old son, Eli, is James Crumbley. James is also Ethan's father. And Michelle Cobb says it was Jennifer Crumbley who made her son's life unbearable when he would visit his dad and half-brother Ethan. She says it was Jennifer who ran the show.
Jennifer was a monster. She could do no wrong, and she was right about everything.
Prosecutors say it was Jennifer Crumbley who posted the picture of the pistol on Instagram, writing "Mom in Sunday," testing out his new Christmas present.
They pretty much gave him whatever he wanted.
Cobb says while James and Jennifer gave Ethan whatever he wanted, it was a hopeless struggle to get James to pay even $67 a week in child support when he was making 6 figures.
My son is 6'3" and 240 pounds. Do you know how much $67 a week pays?
More than ever, she's thankful Eli left the Crumbley's Oxford home right before the start of the pandemic. And Eli says he never even saw any guns when he was here.
The first thing that came to my mind when all of this happened was how thankful that I was that my son was not there.
Cobb says she's heartbroken for the families whose children were killed and those injured, and she says Ethan and his parents must be held accountable for their roles in the tragedy.
I hope they get the maximum, honestly.
Kimberly Craig, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you.
Okay, guys. So, that is the I guess the child's mother of James Crumbley, the father's child's mother. So she's saying that he wouldn't even pay $67 in child support, child. But you can buy a whole gun. I bet you he behind on his child support. Yeah, child the worst. Yeah, the daddy makes 6 figures, but he looked like a hit. Damn, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't even gonna say nothing wrong. I ain't gonna say nothing wrong. But I'm gonna say they all look like they owe something. And they all look like they drinking something. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, the daddy makes 6 figures and you can't pay $67 a week. Child. I bet she said they could just shove it now. And they look old. They look like they on something, like they just on some meth. I'm just gonna keep it real. Look like they on some heavy meth. And drink every day. That's what they look like. And the little boy, he looked like he weird and something was wrong with him. And they never seek that boy any help. And they tried to run with $4,000. Child, yeah. Yeah. Right. I would say look like they was on some meth. I hate to be mean, but but it looked like they was on some meth. And that's just me being real. Like, look like they was on some meth. And so, yeah, he might have been, hey, he might have a meth lab. You never know. I don't know. You don't say they haven't, that's the strangest thing. They haven't really talked about what they did for a living. Maybe I need to research that. Maybe I need to research that. That's crazy to me. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So they also did an investigators interview also a man who may be linked to the Crumleys' disappearance. Listen to this, y'all.
Investigators building their case against 15-year-old Ethan Crumbley and his parents, James and Jennifer. The couple was arraigned over the weekend and are facing involuntary manslaughter charges. An artist is accused of helping the Crumbley parents hide while they were allegedly on the run from police. This is video of James and Jennifer's arrest. Today, detectives met with the artist and are questioning him about the case. The prosecutor not ruling out criminal charges against him as well. And all of this, of course, as a community continues to come together to support the families of the 4 victims who died in the tragedy. Tate Neer, Hannah St. Juliana, Madison Baldwin, and Justin Schilling. 7 Action News reporter Simon Shaquette has more from the attorney for the artist accused of helping the Crumbleys hide. Simon.
Good evening, Glenda. We've just learned that deputies just finished interviewing the artist to allow the Crumbleys to stay at his studio on Detroit's east side. That artist maintaining he did not know at the time that they were fugitives.
The Crumbleys asked for a safe place to stay to avoid death threats and hostility that was surrounding their home.
Attorney Clarence Das, representing artist Andre Shakora, sharing a message for the community and for investigators about the events that came to a head at his studio early Saturday morning on Detroit's east side. He says Shakora, a friend of Jennifer and James Crumbley, should not be charged with harboring fugitives because at the time he offered them a place to stay, he was not aware they were wanted on charges of involuntary manslaughter for allegedly allowing their son to possess a 9mm handgun used in a mass shooting.
Investigation will show what the communications were between the Crumbleys and him leading up to that. But based on my conversations with him, I don't believe there's any evidence that he knew that they had provided a gun, that they were being charged, that they had warrants out for them.
Telling us his client has fully cooperated with law enforcement and reached out to them before even hiring legal assistance. Das is adamant Shakora would never interfere in a criminal investigation and simply had no idea about all the facts.
We're pretty confident that Mr. Shakora will be able to hopefully resume normal life soon.
In the meantime, we've also learned 15-year-old accused killer Ethan Crumbley, charged with terrorism and premeditated murder for allegedly opening fire inside Oxford High, has also received new court-appointed counsel based in Rochester, and so far, they've not responded to requests for comment. Now, we do expect to be hearing from attorney Clarence Das again soon. He's staying in contact with us and promising to update us as soon as he learns more, in fact, about the possibility of charges. Reporting live, Simon Shaykat, 7 Action News.
So,
All right, Simon, thank you for the
guys. So what do you guys think of that? Do you guys think that that the singer, should he be charged with harboring fugitives? Should, because the parents were seeking refuge because they said that they were receiving death threats and all that right there. Y'all deserve the death threats, because hell, y'all the one that gave this boy this gun knowing that he didn't actually need it. But you worry about death threats. I don't think nobody would give them death threats though. Do y'all think that he deserves? I'm just gonna be real. Because it's very strange that it was all plastered all over the news. I swear to God. It was plastered all over the news that they were looking for them. And their attorney said that they was going on vacation or something like that, but their asses wasn't going on no damn vacation. Let me cussing them out. They was sitting up there running from the law, taking money out the bank, trying to gather all the money that they can to go running. Exactly. Ain't nobody give that man no death threat. I'm thinking they thought the son was gonna kill himself. Probably. Y'all should never let y'all son. Y'all gonna let y'all son sit there and hang and dry and die. But see, I'm glad they found you. I'm glad. Let me see here. So next thing is, it says here the investigators today was searching the home of this artist to find evidence. So, child, they really under him. They under him, and for real. Okay, look, is somebody talking about for to shoot this? Hey, man, let me go ahead and leave and run for it. What is? Cause like I got I got kids to live for, child.
But we begin tonight with breaking news in the Oxford High School shooting investigation. The Oakland County Sheriff's Office searching the home of the artist who owns the studio where the Crumbleys were found hiding out. That building on Bellevue on Detroit's east side. Police say the couple going there after withdrawing money from an ATM in Rochester Hills. 7 Action News reporter Simon Shaykat is live in Troy tonight outside the artist's home with new information for us. Simon?
Carolyn, as soon as detectives finished interviewing Mr. Shakora, we learned, in fact, we were able to verify that a search would be taking place here at his home behind us, and that search was done very quickly. They came and took what they needed, and they left. More on that in just a moment. We'll hear from his attorney live, but Attorney Clarence Doss, representing artist Andre Shakora, is sharing a message for the community about the events that came to a head at his studio early Saturday morning on the east side of Detroit. Doss says Shakora, a friend of Jennifer and James Crumbly, should not be charged with harboring fugitives because at the time he offered them a place to stay, he was simply unaware they were wanted on charges of involuntary manslaughter for allegedly allowing their son to possess that 9mm handgun used in the mass shooting. He tells us his client did fully cooperate and reached out to them to provide assistance. Again, Shakora is not charged, and his attorney is here with us now. Clarence, thanks for taking a moment to speak with us. What more can you tell us took place? What questions was he able to answer for those detectives?
Well, we had a very productive conversation, and in my opinion, a very friendly conversation. We talked for 2 hours about his relationship with the Crumbleys, the timeline of events that happened after the unfortunate tragedy, and what happened while charges were announced for them. Mr. Shakora is very confident in his story. I'm very confident in what happened, and I believe that at the end of this, they're going to conclude that they really had no involvement with the Crumbleys.
They took some stuff out of the house during this search warrant. What exactly did they take, and what can you tell us about that?
This was a routine search warrant that I knew about, and we voluntarily walked here with them. But they took a couple iPhones and a couple tablets. The Shakuras don't have really more than that, but I think they just want to dot their I's and cross their T's.
You're saying this is to verify the communications between the Crumbleys and Mr. Shakora and the timing.
That's what I would imagine, but I also think they want to rule out anything else that could be there, just as part of their investigation.
Thank you, sir.
Clarence, thank you for taking time to talk with us. In the meantime, we've also learned 15-year-old accused killer Ethan Crumbly has also received new court-appointed counsel based in Rochester. We did reach out to that attorney and are so far waiting to hear back. Reporting live in Troy, Simon Shaquette, 7 Action News. Back to you.
Thank you so much for the update from there, Simon.
Okay, thank you. Okay, guys. So, all right, guys. So, what do you guys think of that? So they said. So what they're trying to do is to, in order for him to, I guess they're gonna bring. The only way he'll get charged is just to see the communication, like, you know, with the singer. You know, they're probably saying like, "Hey, we need somewhere to hide out," but because we're running from the law, or did he actually say, "Hey, I'm," we actually, the lie they made up talking about some death threats and all that right there, whatever. But we know there wasn't no death threats. So, it's I just feel like this is just a tragic, tragic, tragic situation. And I feel like the school should be held accountable. If I was those parents, I definitely would investigate the school. And because of their reaction and how they allowed him to go back to class. Like, it's one thing, he could have just left home and he could have shot up his parents. Yeah, he still would have had charges, but he wouldn't have been killing kids at the school. Okay. Yeah, somebody definitely, like, the head honcho is the principal. They're going to be held accountable because they are the ones that say yay or nay, and they are responsible for the school. That's just me being honest. It could be possible, Q. But the crazy thing about it is the parents they were gonna leave. They were finna leave, and their son was gonna be held accountable for everything, knowing that they were the ones that bought the gun. That's the crazy part about it. Okay. Right. So, and not even the school counselors, like, I feel like once there was known of him having a gun, he should not have been allowed back in classes. Usually that's what it's supposed to be anyway. Once you notice that he's making threats like that, usually the teacher, the principal, will send them home for the day. And if you can't, usually if you don't come pick up your child, they put him in ISS. But he was shot up and killed the ISS teacher. Child. It don't say nothing about no bullying or nothing. It don't. It just says that the dude, like, he said he's not guilty. That's what I'm saying. Like, he may have been one of those quiet kids. He may have been one of those quiet kids where, I said they really didn't talk to anybody, but still may have been harboring something from the past, or somebody may have said something inappropriate to him that made him angry. It could have been anything. When in school, you know what I'm saying? That's why you have to talk to your children about bullying. I talk to my children about it all the time. If somebody is meddling with them, sometimes I tell them to hit them, and we'll deal with it when we get. If you get suspended, we'll deal with it. I hit them back to let them know you ain't. I am not a pushover. You're not gonna put your hands on me. I tell my daughter that. I was like, she's like, Brayley said did me like this. I said, well, then why you just do her back like this? I was like, you ain't gotta accept nobody. She said, but I'm gonna get in trouble. I don't care. Do them back. I don't care. If they hit you, hit their ass right on back. You might be on a bad color for one day. It ain't gonna kill nothing. child, it be all right. Like, even when they get older, I'm gonna let them know, you can defend yourself against a bully. If someone is bullying you, if the teacher's not doing anything, and I go to and tell me, and we go to a meeting, and they still ain't nothing changed, yeah, honey, do what you gotta do, even if you suspended for 30 days. Do what you gotta do. But that don't mean kill nobody. That means put them in their place. Knock the hell out of them so they'll let you know that I ain't playing with you. Leave me the hell alone. That's what you gotta do to a bully, is meet them head on. It's some grown folk bullies too. Trust me. It's some grown folks bullies. Exactly. So, it's a way to dealing with a bully. It's a way to deal with the bullies, for sure. It is a way to deal with the bullies. And no, we didn't. I really can't say we did. Do the windmill, we do the eyes closed. You're right, Miss Sheila. Miss Sheila, you're right about that, baby. Just wait a minute. Just look, honey, just fight it out. Look, my shoulder hurt me. I can't do it. But honey, trust me. I will slap the fire out of somebody. It pissed me off enough. But I'm not a violent person, and I try to teach my kids to be violent. But I teach my kids to defend themselves. Like, yeah, that was it. But it gets to a point where now kids want to commit suicide and things like that, or go shoot up the school, so they'll stop bullying you. And then sometimes we have those teachers that are not communicative enough. I tell my teachers all the time, if it's something that I need to know, let me know about my children. Child, I'm not one of those parents that don't care. I care. Exactly. I like, that's why I say, when my little girl's talking about that, Mommy, they call me fat, they call you fat. I said, girl, me being fat and you being fat ain't stopped nothing, honey. It don't. I said, tell them and I'm still pretty. And tell them that my mama's still smart and pretty. What else do you got just because I'm fat? Okay? Like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, what do I say if they say I'm fat? Say, and I'm still pretty, and I'm smart. What else you got? That ain't stopped nothing. I still can run like you can, maybe a little bit slower, but I still can run. I still can talk. Me being fat don't mean nothing. Cry and shoot. Exactly. Exactly, Q. Like, my baby, she like her teacher's like, everybody loves her. She deals with it, but sometimes she just say, Mommy, somebody did me like this, and I'm like, do that. I said, buck your eyes like mama and do this back to her. That's all you gotta do. Exactly. Q, I saw. You always gonna be ugly. I'm gonna make sure I tell Jayla that. Tell me, yep. And then Jayla's like, well, what if she say your mama? I said, well, tell her your mama too. Yeah, I got to do better, but like I usually don't. I just tell my kids to take the high road, but sometimes you just got to meet them where they at. If they tell you your mama, tell them your mama fat and ugly too. Anything else? Y'all know that's not right to teach your kids that, but hey, like my son Jabal, honey, he may not talk a lot. He may have his issues. He may be special needs. But one thing about it, they don't fool with Jamel. If they do pick on Jamel, I tell Jamel, you don't let nobody push up on you. You push them back. And when I tell my son that, baby, he pushed them right on back, and he will knock the hell out of them. Then they be sitting there looking crazy. I told you not to mess with somebody, a silent killer, because he gonna hurt you. He's sweet, but don't piss him off. Anyway, y'all. I enjoyed y'all tonight. I enjoyed this conversation tonight, guys. Bullying, guys, please talk to your children about bullying. This, I don't know if this is a bullying situation or this is just a crazy ass child situation. Sound like it's both. I don't even think it's both. I just think that his parents got a gun, knew that his son had a problem, and their son shot up the school. They need to be held responsible for what their son. Oh, the little rose in there. I'm sorry. I know, Miss Trish, Miss Sheila. But it sounds like this young man had a serious problem. He had a serious problem, and it was never addressed. And once he got that gun, he made a decision, and he planned it out to take these kids to go into school when he got out that bathroom and shoot up the school. It's just as simple as that. Him and his parents do need to be held accountable. Why you buying your child a semi-automatic rifle anyway? Crazy. Basically. Anyway, let's just pray for our kids in the school that none of this happen, guys. Trust me, it's more than it's kids in elementary schools that are bringing guns to school. Trust me when I say that. But that's all that I have for tonight, guys. I do want to let you guys know, if you want to be a part of the giveaway, I am doing a giveaway, but I am doing it now on the week of Christmas because I need to make sure that I have what I need. So the week of Christmas, maybe the day before Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve night, we will be doing a giveaway. I have changed the day so that gives you more time to come. Like I said, the more time you come to the live, and you have to subscribe to M2J's. I have posted a couple of vlogs, child, on there. I haven't checked on it today, but yeah, I have checked on. I have made a little vlog, made 2 vlogs on there. So y'all check that out as well. Just the more you come, the more you will be entered into the drawing. I only have 3 people so far, so I'm still waiting. This is only to my people. I'm not going outside of YouTube. It's all the people that comes to this chat on the regular and that watches my videos. If you want to be a part of this giveaway, I want my supporters to be a part of the giveaway. My news and views members. 3 of you guys should know. 2 of you guys haven't gotten yours yet. It's still on the way for some reason. And I know one of them have been delivered. But my other members, 3, I'm going to ship them out to it shouldn't take them long to get where they're going. But my other 3 members, look forward to seeing yours by the end of this week or next Monday. But I should be able to send you guys off. And then I'll send one more person off next week. And that'll be it. That's all that I have, guys. Please make sure, guys, as I was stating earlier about Takia Beverly, make sure you guys click the link, go to her Facebook page. She's on Instagram, she's on TikTok, and make sure you guys go and support her, like her page, share out. Oh, thank you, Miss Sheila. I just do what I can to help everybody. I love each and every one of you guys for supporting me, because without y'all, hey, it was just 1 or 2 people. Now it's like it could be up to 10 to 15 people now. And I'd be appreciative because I'm like, man, a year ago I started out with 0, and then now all of a sudden I'm with all y'all. So I appreciate it. And I'm very appreciative. And that's why I give back, because I may not have much, but the amount that I have, I don't mind giving it to you guys. Anyway, make sure you guys go support Takia Beverly. Click the link that I have in the description, and please give to that. Please give to Takia Beverly and help her get exonerated and help her. You know, I know a lot of people say, well, you know, but I feel as though she's innocent. It has been proven that she's innocent. The don't nothing lead to her killing this child. She's been railroaded, and we need to get her justice. So in order to get her justice, sometimes we got to rally up behind her and get her the justice that she deserves. So click that link that I pinned up top. Give to her fundraiser, and hopefully we can get her to where she needs to be so she don't have to worry about the lawyer fee no more. Guys, that's all that I have for tonight. Make sure you guys, if you have not hit the subscribe button, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Shout out to everyone on Facebook that is listening in. Make sure you hit the like button, and make sure that you like the page, and make sure you guys turn all the bells to all. And I see if you want to be a member, you can become a member. I'll be doing something special for my members, new members, in the coming new year. I don't know what yet, but I'm going to be, I need some more members to get this calendar going, because that's going to be the Christmas gift on next year. We're going to do a news and views calendar. So if we can get 12 people, 12 members, then we'll add everybody else to the calendar. If there's anything else anybody have to say, I'm about to get out of here, guys. I see you guys on tomorrow. We'll see what's to talk about next. See you guys then.